Ask Cancer Wisdom is our video series where we answer your questions about cancer. So click the link below if you want to ask us a question about your issue. Also subscribe to our channel to learn more about cancer. So the question in this video is, how do I deal with lymphoma without chemotherapy? This is my second time dealing with lymphoma. There are several causes behind lymphoma, such as your diet, lack of exercise, stress and excess toxins that burden the lymphatic system. In one blog post, I told about the emotional cause of lymphoma. In this article, I described that the primary emotional cause of lymphoma is a self-devaluation conflict. It's when you're critical of yourself. There are different variants of this self-devaluation conflict depending on the location of the lymphatic cancer. For example, the cervical node in the neck is an intellectual self-devaluation conflict. You can experience this conflict when you fail at a mental task in school or at work, or made a critical mistake, or if you get condescending remarks from a teacher, coach, or employer. You experience it when you feel intellectual stupid. The axillary nodes located in the armpits is a relationship self-devaluation conflict. It often manifests when you think you failed as a partner, son, colleague, team, parent, daughter, friend, or business partner. Or you can experience it if you feel you cannot hold, embrace, or hug someone. There are many other different self-devaluation conflicts in the lymphatic system. I will not mention everyone in this video. If you want to learn more about this topic, then you can read my blog post. One good example of a patient with lymphoma is Anita Morjani. She wrote the book Dying to Be Me. This book describes her near-death experience when she developed lymphoma. Anita Morjani was born in Singapore to Indian parents. They wanted her to marry and raise children and do the usual stuff that you expect in this culture. Anita was not able to express who she was and had a hard time loving herself. She was afraid of failing, letting people down and not being good enough. She always lived in a fear of disappointing others. In spring of 2002, Anita noticed a firm swelling just above her left collarbone. She got diagnosed with stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma. By 2005, it began to interfere with her well-being. The cancer spread to her neck and chest wall and even affected her skin. She lost a lot of weight and became extremely skinny. She also experienced fatigue and her muscles were wasting. Eventually, she reached a point where she went into a coma and had a near-death experience. She had a spiritual experience where she discovered the truth about life. Before the near-death experience, Anita always thought she needed to work at being lovable. But when she was free of her ego in this near-death experience, she realized she was love and that she didn't need to get love from others to feel happy. Once she woke up, she knew that her cancer was caused by her not loving herself. 2 days after she woke up from her coma, her organs started functioning again. Her oncologist was surprised by her swift recovery. The doctors were also confused when they couldn't find any tumors. They sent a sample of her bone marrow to one of the best labs in the country. But 4 days after they sent the sample, it came back negative. When Anita woke up from her coma, she changed her outlook on life completely. She no longer tried to get love from others. She knew that love was part of her being and that she didn't need to get it from other people. In this book, she explains that the only thing that can keep you from being aware of your true self is self-limiting beliefs. If you have lymphoma, you most likely have a self-devaluation conflict that you need to resolve, and you need to find self-love from within. Another thing you can do to reduce your risk of lymphoma is to exercise. So one good exercise is rebounding. It's when you jump on a trampoline. Our lymphatic system's task is to filter out toxins. It does that through lymph. The lymph is a fluid containing white blood cells. They are the janitors of the human body. Cancer develops when the body is in a toxic state. Without the lymphatic system, the body cannot remove toxins. That's why it's important to circulate lymph so that the immune system can eliminate toxins. The lymphatic system does not have a pump like the heart. Therefore, it relies on the movement of muscles and joints to move the lymph fluid throughout the body. The more stagnant we are, the worse we are at moving lymph. The lymph fluid circulates from the feet to the head. It moves upwards via one-way valves. When you move the body around, the lymph fluid is always moving up towards the neck. When you jump, the one-way valves open and close about 100 times a minute. That's why rebounding is a great way to improve your lymphatic circulation. I have done a video before about rebounding that you should watch. Another way you can prevent lymphoma is to drink enough water. Water is essential and vital for a healthy body. It's part of many bodily fluids such as digestion and waste removal. Lymph congestion often happens because of dehydration. The lymphatic system depends on water pressure to function well. One way you can stimulate the lymphatic system is to take hot sips of water every day. This remedy improves the lymphatic system and detoxifies the body. Another thing you can do is to drink enough purified water every day. You should drink about half of your ideal body weight in ounces of water. So for example, if you weigh 188 pounds, then you should drink 94 ounces of filtered water. If you want to know the amount in liters, then you multiply your weight in kilograms with 0.033. Another way you can stimulate the lymphatic system is to add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to a big glass of water. Our diet also affects our ability to remove toxins. Acidic foods like animal products and processed food can make your body more toxic and clog the lymphatic system. To help the lymphatic system, you should eat a low-fat, whole-food, plant-based diet. Plants used as dyes are great at stimulating the lymphatic system. To know if a vegetable or fruit is good at moving lymph, ask yourself, does it stain when you touch it with your finger? If it stains, then it's probably a good lymph mover. For example, when you eat blueberries or raspberries, your fingers become blue or red. Some good lymph movers are beets, turmeric, cherries, or saffron. If you want to learn other ways to treat lymphoma naturally, then download our free ebook. This guide describes the emotional cause of lymphoma and some exercises you can do to let go of the stress. It also describes other natural remedies you can use to treat lymphoma, such as the detoxes I mentioned in this video. All the links are in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.